This is Jamila. She is 16 and lives in a small village. She dreams of being a teacher. But for a young girl growing up in the poor rural areas of Eastern and Southern Africa, life can be tough. Jamila is pregnant. She didn't plan for this to happen and worries about how it will affect her future. She is not alone. Early and unintended pregnancy is common in her village and across sub-Saharan Africa, where numbers are rising. In 10 of the countries that make up Eastern and Southern Africa, around 15% of young women aged 15 to 19 have fallen pregnant at least once. In some countries, it's more than 25%. There are many reasons for this, like poverty, where sexual relationships with older, wealthier men can become a way for girls to get material things. Some girls give in to peer pressure or experiment with sex. Others are abused or raped. Teen pregnancy is especially high in areas where child marriage is practiced. And even when girls are sexually active by their own choice, many have difficulty accessing reproductive health services and modern contraceptives. Often they feel judged by healthcare workers and feel they can't talk to their parents either. For Jamila and thousands of other girls, the consequences of early and unintended pregnancy are severe. Not only do these girls face grave physical risks related to birth or unsafe abortions, some go through great emotional trauma, while others find themselves pushed into early marriage. And then there is the stigma that tends to come with teen pregnancy at home, in the community, or at school. In fact, for most girls, an early pregnancy also means the end of their education. Some are expelled, others drop out due to discrimination or financial reasons. Of those who drop out, less than 5% complete their studies. This may seem like a bleak picture, but here's the good news. We can change it. There are many things we can do to empower girls, their families, and communities to help prevent and reduce early and unintended pregnancies. And we can ensure that those faced with unintended pregnancy are still able to complete their education. Ministers of Eastern and Southern African countries have committed to reducing early and unintended pregnancy by 75% by 2020 by bringing comprehensive sexuality education into the majority of schools. Together with other targets, this is an important example of the kind of action we can take. At the societal level, we can put our voices together to raise awareness about the importance of education and fight for the right of every girl to complete their schooling. In communities, we can challenge cultural practices that support early marriage and sexual coercion, and sensitize parents and the community about how to deal with school-age pregnancy to create an environment that helps prevent these pregnancies and support girls when it does happen. In schools, we can equip teachers to impart good quality CSE that includes issues of gender equality and power in relationships. And we must work to strengthen the links between schools and communities, ensuring that young people are getting the same positive messages and support at school and at home. In clinics, we need to ensure that youth-friendly services are accessible and that healthcare workers display sensitive and supportive attitudes. In the home, we can encourage and empower parents to communicate with their children to improve their knowledge of sexual health and equip them to make healthy choices while shifting negative attitudes about contraception and sex. At all these levels, we must make every effort to address stigma and prevent the victimization of pregnant girls. By coming at the problem from all these different angles, we can rapidly bring the change we want and ensure that thousands of lives are changed, not by an unintended pregnancy, but by the power of education. So that girls like Jamila can still follow their dreams and empower the next generation to make the best choices possible. Join the ESA commitment partners in the campaign to reduce early and unintended pregnancies.